So what's going on with your dispo?
Yeah, so I think I've done about a dozen deals now. I'm a one-man show up here, and
Awesome.
I think my disposition process is just a little bit. I think I'm just lacking a little bit. I only work with about 35 buyers right now, so my deals kind of sell slowly.
Yep.
And I was looking to get maybe some insight from you on your best strategies that you use to sell your contracts up there or down there in Arizona. The best marketing strategies to get the most eyes on your deals, as quickly as you can.
Love it, Zach. So the most comprehensive list to do this, we've got a cash buyer pack in the ttpinsider.com. ttpinsider.com,
Okay.
the cash buyer pack. That's going to give you some. But as we're here, so let's just talk about this a bit. I love going in, Zach.
For sure.
I like going into the Facebook real estate investing groups, and I like sending a DM to the creators of those groups. Okay, because those guys are doing a lot of deals. And you just say, hey, listen, I saw that you run this group. I know you do a lot of business. I would love to add to your business. Are you looking to buy more properties? I'd love to sell you some. Every day I'm going out and I'm finding great opportunities. I'd love to add you to the list and work with you, right? And so from there, usually they respond positively. If they don't, then they're jerks, whatever, get rid of them. So I love going after that as opposed to like getting into the group and commenting on everybody and just scraping their emails and whatever else. I mean, you could do some of that strategy, but go to the guy that runs it, and that's going to give you an avenue to a lot of buyers. The other thing is, have you ever been down to any of the foreclosure auctions and talked to the guys that are bidding?
I have.
Yeah. Have you added them to your buyers?
Yeah, I have. I've passed out some business cards. I guess another question I want to ask you is when I have been using PropStream for about a year now, and when I filter out the list for individual cash buyers, like in my county, it only comes out with about 100 of them, like excluding the duplicates. So how do you feel about that? Does that seem like there's really not enough cash transactions going on, in your opinion, in my county? Like, is that pretty low?
It seems low. It might be just the way that it's like recording and the way that they're pulling the data in PropStream. Because if you look on my screen here, like I just put in Phoenix, it's showing 64,000 buyers. And you said you had 50? Is that right?
No, it comes out to like between 100 and 150. Yeah. But those are just individuals because I'm not quite sure on how to get corporate numbers yet.
Oh, brother, I'm so glad that you're on the phone. If it's owned by a corporate, let's look at this. If it's owned by a corporate company, then Batch Skip Tracing does LLCs and trusts now.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Oh, yeah. So if it's owned by, if it's owned by an LLC, you need to get in touch with them for sure. All right? Absolutely, for sure.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because a lot of these properties are owned by corporations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and those are the best ones. But what I would also do is look in there and see. So I just pulled just a random one up, right? And it's like this partnership. I would skip trace this with Batch Skip Tracing. And the other thing that I like doing, Zach, is in the MLS details, right? The properties that sold here to a cash buyer that were on the MLS, I'm calling this agent up. This guy, Spencer, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but the Spencer guy and his office here, I'm calling this guy up, and I'm seeing, it actually looks like Dave here was the agent. I would call up Dave, I'd Google Dave, and I would find out, the, if he has buyers, for sure, or if he's selling. You know what I mean? If he's looking if he's selling any deals, like if he has any like really rundown properties that he sold to these cash buyers, if he wants like another cash buyer, or if he is doing the flips himself. So this is a great way to do it. Gotcha. This is kind of like the hack, if you don't have a huge budget to skip trace, is to get on here and grab the info for the agents, call them, and they're going to connect you.
Okay, and one more quick question, if you don't mind, Brian. I know we got a little time crunch here, but is there a way to sell your contracts on the MLS?
You would have to check with the MLS. A lot of them restrict it. It takes a lot more paperwork up front typically when you are getting the contract signed. And a lot of the MLSs just don't like it because it's kind of like they're like, wait, are you an agent or you're not an agent? Wait, you have the rights to the contract, you don't. So it just confuses a lot of real estate agents too. So I would just check and see if anybody's doing it in your market. If you're hearing, just pick their brain. But for the most part, I want you to keep these things off market, and I want you to build up that cash buyer database. And download that cash buyer pack.
I'll get on that with Batch.
Yep.
Yep, will do.
Awesome, brother. If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure